forget to subscribe or give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Yeah, welcome to KJTV, and we're going to discuss about Kenya and Argentina's election. We just had a just concluded election in Argentina, which brought in a far-right extremist, Javier Milei. Javier Milei was elected as a president of Argentina. And his symbol is a chainsaw president. And he was seen displaying this in public with a chainsaw in hand. He has been named as anarcho-capitalist. Why is he simple as a chainsaw? He said he's going to cut expenses, cut spending, and reduce the government to small size, and so many things he has promised. This is, and why the reason we are comparing it to Ruto. Ruto's presidency also, Ruto came on the same premise as a wheelbarrow president in Kenya. His sign was a wheelbarrow, that he was going to help the hustlers, those people who work simple jobs using a wheelbarrow. Those were the people his government is going to serve. So that is the comparison which we looked at the two presidents. Ruto, as a wheelbarrow president, an outsider, I call himself an outsider because he was talking about us versus them, like the dynasty. He was going to fight the dynasty. And then Milei also considers himself an outsider, and also us versus them. He wanted to eliminate. And this was some of the comparisons why we had to make this comparison about the two presidents. Ruto promised during the campaign seriously that he will fix the economy, cap inflation, prices of fuel and food will come down, reduce exchange rate, good governance, prioritize the poor who are the hustlers, reduce ethnic politics, and eliminate dynasties. Equally with Milei's promises, which were represented as deep cuts with the chainsaw. So he would cap inflation, replace the peso with the dollar. He would dollarize the country. He would close down the central bank to cap printing of money, because he thinks politicians have been printing money from the central bank of Argentina, reducing government size, and they will reduce the ministries from 18 to 8. More especially, will do away with the Ministry of Education and the Health and the Social Services, whatever. And they eliminate caste system, which means the country has been used mainly for these political dynasties. So the two presidents, look, they have come. Is it a wave that we are seeing this? Actually, Javier Milei is considered the Trump of Latin America. That is exactly how President Trump came to be the president of the United States, because he came to drain the swamp, to bring things. Is this a wave which is going on? Because when you look at Javier Milei, he's inexperienced in government. The man was a financial analyst in a corporation, in a private world. Then in 2021, he was elected to the Chamber of Deputies. That is like being a member of parliament since 2021. So when because of the economy and the things were bad, that's how he came to power. Now, this man came to power equally with her is Vice President Victoria Virarui, who is also a lady who is antagonistic too. She has been fighting for those people who were in prison during the dictatorship. It thinks that they didn't do anything. It was just a normal thing. So it's very radical. With all these things, will he be able to achieve all of the changes which we have seen? Will he bring that change? Because the economy of Argentina is at the brink of collapse. There is a very high inflation in Brazil right now. But will that really work? Is it possible that he's going to succeed? Number one, let us look at how is he going to do about the currency? How can you replace the pesos with the dollars? Because to do that, Argentina must have enough pesos to buy the dollars. So you have to buy those dollars to put it on your central bank, which would be billions of money of US dollars, which I think the country does not have. We are yet to see how he's going to implement that. And he says he's going to close down Argentina's central bank. Yes, but how is he going to do it? Yes, if you want to dollarize it, you will still need where those dollars are going to be kept. These are radical things that he was saying, that now he has been elected president. I think he will have to sit down and look at what is going to happen. Is it possible that he is going to succeed in doing that? Let us simply look at some of these radical things. Is it possible that you can run a country with 18 ministries, large country like Argentina? The way, if you compare the size of Argentina and Kenya, Argentina is about 4.8 times bigger than Kenya. If you look at that and you see how it compares, like if you put it in Kenya, it will take almost the landmass of Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania, Malawi, and other places. So it's a big country that is going to run the country with 8 ministries. We are yet to see, now that he has been given a mandate to do that. We will look at how is it going to happen. But is this a wave happening that we are having people who promise? And sincerely, let us look at a year in office, President Ruto of Kenya, who also came as a wheelbarrow, is a symbol, kazi ni kazi. That's what he was advocating for. That he had made his symbol, even this had become part of his party, UDA's wheelbarrow party. Has he achieved the things he said he was going to do? Contrary. He said he was going to cap inflation. Inflation in Kenya has skyrocketed. Fuel prices have tripled. Food prices have gone up. What is happening? He said he was going to bring good governance, fight corruption, but we saw even most of the cases of corruption collapsed when he came to office. So all of those promises, when we look at what is happening in the country of Kenya, he said he was not going to increase taxes, but he has increased taxes. So can we agree that Javier Milei is going to do the same in a country? And why did the voters buy into his gimmick? That is just to know. it is very perplexing that he was able to convince them, because sometimes far right extremism, all of the things the president of Kenya promised is almost doing contrary to what he had promised. So will Chavez succeed? This is a man who I can say is really an outsider. He has never run a government other than the 3 years he has been in the Chamber of House of Deputies. He has not had any extensive experience, and to implement all those, to cut down social programs and to reduce the government into a smaller government, to make, and he's going to make Argentina great again. But the reality is coming back, and we will be seeing how he's going to choose his cabinet to run a country. And this Argentina is a country which has been in turmoil, has been in military coup, has had its share of the bad side, but the Argentinian people have been resilient. Right now, as we are talking, Argentina's exchange rate is staggering. The Argentinian peso is exchanging to $1 at 356. You see, steadily from 1 year ago, when it was around 150, it has now topped to 356, which is a staggering number. Is it going to be possible that he's going to use this slogan, or we are seeing just people who wrote say what people want to hear and road to power? That is one of the most perplexing questions, that what is becoming, and this is the same problem which we are having right now even in the United States. Trump is still the front runner in the Republican Party. Even with all of the things he did, he wanted to overthrow the government and stay in power. His supporters still believe in him. What is really happening with these far-right movements? Is it a wave like the Arab Spring, which came one time? Is there something that the establishment is failing to note about this far-right extremism, which is actually putting people into office? We are yet to see how Javier Milei is going to dollarize the country. That is what he has said. He would dollarize the country. He was promoting this. He had even pictures of him in a dollar. That I don't know whether he's going to print his own dollars or he's going to use the US dollars. That one I don't know. But that is how. But this is the same we wrote with the President Ruto was saying, as our president. He appealed that the dynasty. But what is happening now, it's worse in this country. And we are yet to see this, but the only way is once people have been elected to office. It's so different from the campaigning mode. The reality now is going to hit on the far-right extremists when they come to power. Javier Milei does not have even a majority. His party does not have even a majority. There's a tiny member parliament. He only controls like 14% of the elected leaders. How is he going to pass all of this? Because all of these radical movement, you cannot pass them through executive orders. They have to go through the parliament. Will they pass the test of time? We will yet to see. But based on what we have seen, what has happened in Kenya, I highly doubt whether this will succeed, but we'll be here to see how it's going to turn around Argentina, to make Argentina to become